Hey guys, how's it going? I got a fresh haircut and a shave. I'm using product in my hair now, which I've never done that before. And so this is a new thing for me. I'm feeling quite transformed. But the thing that we're talking about today that is transformed is my skill in video game development. What a segue. So today we're going to be talking about these two games that I made and I put on Android and also itch.io. And the first one here we have is Arc Blaster, and the second one, of course, is Marathon Runners. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about what the process was like of developing these. They were both developed a year apart, and we'll talk about what I think of them now. Looking back, this is the past 2 years of game development for me. And up until this past semester in college, these were the two biggest games that I had made, which is weird to say because they're very simple. So I'm pretty sure that I have Arc Blaster on this computer somewhere. I do indeed. Let's see if it runs. So we got the configuration up here. Of course, I need the highest resolution possible. Graphics quality, fantastic. Let's see if my computer can handle this beast of a game. I released this in the summer of 2017. So when I made the switch from Game Maker to Unity, it was at the time a big switch for me because I knew very little about programming. Unity was actually my first kind of endeavor into programming. And when I made the transition, I was looking around the internet for ways that I could learn the engine quickly. And I found this idea online where people would make a game in a week. Someone did this for every week in a year. They made 52 games in a year by doing a game a week. And so I decided to adopt this idea of making a game a week to see if it would help me learn Unity any faster, and it totally did. Arc Blaster was game a week number 2. The first one was Pong. I just took a week and made Pong to kind of learn how collisions work and everything like that in Unity. And so I'm going to put my headphones on and we're going to play this game. I think there's like 2 sounds in this game total. I don't know why I'm even wearing headphones. I love moving menu screens. And so I tried to make this menu screen as dynamic as possible, and I kind of like how the menu turned out. This background image is really ugly, but other than that, yeah, I like it. So you can click how to play to learn how to play. I'm on the computer, of course, but if you're playing it on your Android device, it would be tilt controls, and tilt controls I thought would be hell to implement. It was really easy. So you use the arrow keys to move the ball. These little like red guys are the enemies, and you hit them from the top to kill them, but if you hit them from the bottom, you're dead because they got those spiky bottoms, you know, they're evil platforms. I don't know, dude, I had a week. So yeah, you just move this little guy back and forth, he bounces without you doing anything, and oh, that explosion sound, so satisfying. And so it's like the simplest game ever. I kind of like the idea of the game. I think that it would make an interesting game if I just, you know, spent more than a week on it. I don't know, it'd be an interesting idea to... Oh, I died. That was the most lame death ever. I totally should have killed that guy. And so here you got your score screen. I don't know, maybe I'm being too harsh on myself, but like, this is the ugliest game over screen I've ever seen. And it's so like obtuse. Like how am I supposed to know? Okay, so the idea here is you got your time. I lasted 41.4 seconds, and you multiply that by 10 to get 414 points, and then your platform's blasted. I blast. What a stupid way to say that. I blasted 5 platforms. This game is so dumb. I blasted 5 platforms. You multiply that by 5 to get 25 points. And so my total is 439 points. And my high score is 1180. Which is not... I don't know. Is that good? I don't remember. I don't remember anything about this game. Oh, also, if they go to the bottom... Like, if they hit the bottom platform... If they ever make it, There he goes. There's like a cool particle system, and there's a hole there now, and you gotta be careful of the hole. What? That's like a whole new dynamic. That was like one of the last things I added because I was like, this thing needs something interesting. Something interesting has to happen. But like, it's usually never a problem because they, oh god, except for there, they move, but they move so slow that I found that it's not really a problem I encountered a whole lot when I was playing it. I pitched it to myself more as like a puzzle game, which it obviously is not. Like, it was kind of supposed to be like, what's that, Breakout? I don't know. It was supposed to be just something a little more slow, something a little more methodical, I think, is what I was going for than what it turned out to be. For like my first project in Unity that wasn't Pong, and for making it in a week, I think it's pretty okay. It shouldn't have been on an app store. I was just really interested in like the idea that that was something that I could do. I could make a game that gets put on a store and that people can play. I don't know. That was just a really enticing concept to me at the time. Now I really don't care. I'm really more interested in making better games now, which I think is a good thing. There's something like mildly addicting about it, I guess, if we're looking at positives. Like, I don't know. I don't know. They get faster as you go, and it makes it slightly more intense. I wish that there were different enemy types. I don't know, it would be an interesting thing to go back to and kind of expand on now that I'm thinking about it. To go back and make it better would be kind of interesting. So one of the more cringy things, if we want to get into some cringe, oh boy. Making descriptions for something that you made is really difficult. Like, oh man. Control a bouncing ball and dodge your way around deadly platforms. Land on top of platforms, blast through them, gaining points. But hit the deadly spikes on the bottom of platforms and it's game over. How long can you last? Like, that's so cringe, but like, looking back, it was really difficult to make a description for this simple, stupid game. But yeah, that's Arc Blaster. And I don't know. I give it like a 2 out of 10. Next game. So the next game you can actually play in your browser. Progress. That's what I call progress. I made progress on this next game. So next up we have Marathon Runners. Let's read the description of this one. Mary Thon's lifelong dream is to run a marathon. Help her jump over pits and spikes. Get that counter up to 26 miles. Is that even accurate? At least I got something right. Marathon Runners is an interesting one. This was supposed to be Game Week number 3. And it was supposed to be a lot smaller than it became. Alright, this game is taking forever to load on my slow ass internet, so I'm gonna see if it's quicker to just open it up in Unity. Alright, so it's looking like it is loading in Unity a lot faster. So we're just gonna play it in Unity. So I'm gonna start from the main menu. Perfect. Okay. So this is Marathon Runners running in the editor that it was created in. So you've got start, upgrades, and exit. So let's go ahead and hit start. So this is Marathon Runners. You can see up in the top we got a little counter going for how many miles she's run. Right now she's very slow because we do not have the speedy legs upgrade. And you can do slides. You can slide under those things. It's very glitchy. Oh god, that sound. I don't know, the slide is very odd. Yeah, you got a few glitches. This game is like, this is the perfect demonstration of how I used to program, which is if it almost works, then there's no point in fixing it. Like, because your slide will work fine if you just don't try to jump while you're underneath the platform. But if you try to jump while you're under the platform, that's your own damn fault. Just play the game the way it was meant to be played. Oh, I died. This is another... Oh, man, there's so many... What are the errors going on here? What the hell? Oh, when you die, a bunch of errors come up because I didn't know how to program when I made this. So I think we got enough coins to do an upgrade. Let's see. So the upgrades... yeah, we have enough coins. So I'm most proud, I think, of the upgrades menu, because it's the one thing in the game that works, I think, all the time. I've never had any situations where I had like a bug with the upgrades. How frequent like a shield appears in the game, and you spend coins to get all of these. And you can also increase the duration of the shield. You got your boost upgrades, and then you got special upgrades, which these are like the OP upgrades of the game. So these upgrades do not affect your power-ups, but they will definitely come in handy, and they totally do. So you can double the value of coins, which is the upgrade that I would recommend getting first. And then you can also get speedy legs, which make your stride longer. And I like just the way that I got it to look, so I'll show you. So we have enough coins up here to do one of these upgrades, and I'm just going to show... Well, actually, the more useful one, of course, is the boost distance, probably. So we're going to get this one, and you can see, like, these are all locked. Lock. You can't get them because you don't got enough coins, but you got enough coins to get this one. Boom. You get the check mark, and this one's, like, grayed out because you can't get it because you don't have enough coins, and now this one's also grayed out, and that took a lot of coding to do, and a lot of just very specific placement of assets, and it was just a pain in the ass. There was probably a better way to do it, I just didn't know at the time. So that's pretty much marathon runners. I don't know, I'll try to get to a boost, because I just, boosts are so cool. I'll just try to show off the power-ups now that I've shown you the upgrades. These are spikes, you gotta dodge them. So another thing about marathon runners is the project was originally supposed to be so much bigger. Oh, I died. Was originally supposed to be so much bigger. The original scope of the project was that it was going to take place over the course of three or four worlds. So you got your regular biome here, and then you were going to go into like a winter biome. Oh, I died. And then I think the other one was a factory type level, where you like run through a kind of like Jetpack Joyride. And then the final level was going to be like a secret level, and you unlock it when you finish all the other levels. When you like run a marathon in the 3 levels, then you unlock a secret level, and it was going to be a volcano, which I just thought was like going to be the coolest thing ever. And then I decided not to work on this game anymore. But I mean, for what this game is, it's like fine, I guess. I don't know. It would have been cool if I could expand upon it and fix the issues that are with it. I like kind of the... Oh, there was a glitch with the background. But I like kind of the parallax, if you could even call it parallax, scrolling that's going on with the clouds and the hills and the platforms. I also wanted to make different characters. That's why it's called Marathon Runners, you know, plural, because I wanted to make like... I wanted to make a bunch of characters and have them all just be puns that had to do with running. So like, the only character in the game right now is Marathon, which is of course play on the word marathon, which I just thought was hilarious, and I still think it's pretty funny. But yeah, I was gonna have a few more characters, like I don't know, play on the word like Adidas or something like that, like some just stupid dumb stuff, which is basically all I ever make is stupid dumb stuff. But I don't know, I love it. Replaying this, it's not as bad as I thought it was, I guess. It still shouldn't have been on an app store. It still should have been something that I just made, maybe showed a few friends, but never like put out into the world. I mean, I never expected these games to like get any like actual, oh, this is getting harder, like any actual kind of high numbers in downloads. I think I don't think either of these games passed 20 downloads on the Android store or an itch. I'm just going to show you a boost in the cheap way, which is of course making it the first thing you encounter in the world. So we're getting a little bit of Unity development in this video. Oh yeah. All right, so if we go into what is it? It's probably a prefab, I think. Yeah, so if we can just drag a boost power up like right here, and I'll be able to show you in the cheapest way possible. I'll be able to show you what the boost does. So if we just hit play, this will, yeah, and there's your boost. The boost puts a shield around you, and you go for like a little bit, and it was supposed to make the game so much easier. And I like the boost. For what it is, I like it. There are a lot of problems with it. The biggest one that people would notice is that there's this huge bug with the boost, and I don't know if I'll be able to show it to you in this video, but yeah, there it happened. So you can see after the boost, she just kind of like fell, got stuck on a platform, and then immediately just it's game over. And the only way to avoid that is to just keep jumping after you get a boost. And that's probably my biggest problem with the boost, is it just has this game-breaking bug. So yeah, that's Marathon Runners. So if you want to play it, you can actually just go to shankgames.itch.io, and you will be taken to my dashboard. And if you have better internet than I do, it will actually play in your browser. And you can, yeah, just run the game and do all that. You can also download Arc Blaster if you really want to. But yeah, those games were just kind of stepping stones for me. Those were the games that I made in Unity, and then I made the step to Unreal when I started taking college courses for game development. And I think I'm in the best position for game development that I've ever been. And so this video will lead us into looking at games that I made in my college course this past semester, which are bounds ahead of what I was making here. They're 3D, which is already a huge departure, of course, from these two games. And I hope that you guys look forward to seeing the games that I made in college, because I look forward to showing them to you. Thank you for watching this video. You can, of course, subscribe, leave a like on this video, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.